You're live. We're good to go.
Cool. Hi, everybody. How are we? Listen, first of all, I want to thank everybody for logging on this evening. As you would have seen, if you've got on here this evening, somebody's either sent you an invite or you may have seen this on my Facebook page, possibly. Now, the main reason I wanted to come on and do a live stream was I've been getting quite a lot of inquiries, quite a lot of interest, and I think quite a lot of people just curious as to what I'm doing and why I've made a move. A lot of people who would know me would know that I've been in the industry for coming up to 6 years now. Built quite a successful business with my wife Karen. So it's raising a few eyebrows. People are wondering, you were building a successful business, you were making an income. Why have you given that up and come to a new company? So, as I said, I was going to be bombarded with Facebook messages and texts and emails and voicemail. So I said, just to kind of clear up a bit of backlog, we'll do a live call. I've got a couple of my colleagues on the call with me as well, so they're going to go through things in a little bit of greater detail for you as well. Just to give you a basic oversight, okay, first of all, as I said, I've been in the industry for close to 6 years. Both myself and my wife very happy with what we were doing, very happy with the company that was in and everything like that. But about four and a half years ago, Jeunesse came on the screen. Somebody was connected with us on Facebook. We saw it kind of pop up. We took a look at it. Looked interesting. And kind of since then, we've just really been keeping tabs on the company, having a look at it every few months, kind of seeing where things were going. And we just seen phenomenal growth over that time. Growth that's just kind of blown us away, really. So kind of more recently, we started looking at it a little bit more seriously. And, when we done that, we started doing our homework to people that are behind the company, the kind of experience they have. I say, obviously, the growth factor, which we wanted to see progressing over a number of years before considering, obviously, moving anywhere because, we had a good income coming in. We were happy where we were. But I suppose, like most people, it's you look at something as purely a business decision. And, when we weighed up the options, and it wasn't an easy one, especially, obviously, when it came to light that we had to, in effect, forfeit the income that we had built up over the last 6 years, which was a good, stable income. But we had to weigh up the facts and say, okay, we can stay where we are, and, we can be comfortable and maybe we can keep building. But we looked at it as, I suppose, more of a long-term option. We saw, a lot of growth in this company. We saw a lot more potential for ourselves. And also, we saw a lot more potential for people that were going to be sharing this opportunity with as well. So it was literally then, kind of a couple of weeks ago, a colleague of mine who you're going to be hearing from next, Fionn Keeley, I saw a post on his Facebook page, and it was kind of obviously evident that he was moving to another company, and he was working in the same company that I've been working in for 6 years. He's been with them a couple of years, and he's been very, very successful. So as I said, I saw his post, I saw he was going somewhere, and I started kind of doing a bit of homework. And it come to my attention that he was looking at Jeunesse, the same company that I've been looking at on and off over the last few years. So I knew, Fionn's a young guy. He's achieved really good success, in the short time that he was with the other company that I was working with. So I knew obviously he's seen something in it as well. So I got in touch with Fionn, and we bounced a few ideas around. We got talking, and the most important thing for me was Fionn had hooked himself up with a fantastic team of people. So I now have that support structure in place for myself, as does my wife, and as does the team that we already have on board with us. And literally, I've never had so much interest in people getting on board. People are really getting excited about it, and you're going to hear a little bit more about why. So I'm not going to keep you too much on my story. I say that's the overview of ourselves. That's why we've moved. We see massive potential. We know we're going to go a lot further. And really develop ourselves, develop our income, and develop that ultimate lifestyle freedom that we've been working towards. And we're going to do it in a short time scale now. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to hand you over to my colleague Fionn. He'll tell you a little bit about himself, and he'll give you a bit more of an insight before we pass you on to a couple of our esteemed colleagues over in the US. So over to you, Fionn. Thanks very much.
All right, Tony, thank you so much. Hi, everyone. If for those of you who don't know me, my name is Fionn Keeley. I'm 22 years old from Galway, and I've been involved in network marketing now since I was 20 years old. Some of my brief story, we're going to go into, this is going to be a content-filled call, and we're going to go through exactly why we made this decision and exactly why I made the decision also. So I got introduced to this amazing industry 2 years ago. when I had just gone 20 years old, I got a text message from a friend saying, Fionn, you want to make a lot of money. So, you know, I wasn't sure about what this business entailed, that kind of stuff. And I come from a fitness background. I was 4 years in college studying exercise and health studies. So what I did was I started my research into the company that I was looking at the time, and I saw that they did, you know, they were in the health and wellness industry. And that was huge for me. But, you know, I said I'd give it a go. I did not give it a go knowing that I would achieve some success or achieve some goals or anything like it. But what I did know is that I didn't give it a go, I would regret it 10 years down the line. So not knowing that it was actually going to change my life completely, met some amazing people, had an amazing 2.5 years in my previous company, my previous venture, made some lifelong friends, and learned the skills necessary to take something from nothing and make something extraordinary. So to be honest, when it came to Jeunesse, I wasn't exactly looking for something else, but you know, this business is all about long term. Okay, if you're on this call, this business is all about long term. It's not about the past, it's all about the future. Okay, I think that leaders talk about the past too much, great leaders talk about the future. So I had to look at the future. So what I was doing, I was actually having a bit of a bad day, and I've been looking up to a guy called Alex Morton for a long time now. And if you don't know who he is, he's actually coming to Ireland November 3rd for an event in Dublin, and to Cork November 4th. So if you're in the area, make sure to get there. You know, Alex Morton has been the youngest guy in the industry to, you know, earn over $1 million in income. We're not going to go into income claims. We're super successful in this industry. So I was having a small bit of a bad day one day, and I went onto his Facebook page because he always has these motivational videos to get people up and going. And I saw that he had made a company. What it was all about. And then I came across the Instant video. So if you, Tony, can you put your, can you? Tony, can you put that on mute? Okay, second. Let's just go on mute if you can get it done. Okay, I'll just keep going while you're going. Okay, guys. So listen, I saw the Instant Ages video. So number one, what blew me away about
I'm sorry, guys. Mine won't mute my end, Fionn. Apologies.
You're all right. You're okay. So I'm just going to keep going. So I was blown away by the Instantly Ages video. So what I'm saying to everyone looking at this, at Jeunesse, or if you're in another company, guys, you have to look at this as an entrepreneur. At the end of the day, we are business people. Okay, we're free agents. We are business people, and our goal is to, you know, create financial freedom and to help other people create financial freedom in the meantime. You know, and you have to understand that, you know, Warren Buffett says it best, you know, what you like to do, make it a hobby. What other people like to do, make it a business. And never, ever, ever forget that the next time you go into Burger King, that the owner of Burger King is a vegan. So I had to look at this, you know, what does the market want from this? What do people want? People don't want to age. You know, they want amazing products that are going to make them look good, feel good. So I was blown away by the Instantly Ages video, and I was blown away by the way Jeunesse had such good marketing, which is huge. Okay? And I had shown the video to 3 people. And immediately 3 people wanted to buy Instantly Ages. Now this is 2.5 months ago when I looked at Jeunesse first, and I wasn't even involved. I wasn't even thinking about getting involved. But that got me thinking, you know, this is an impact product, and it actually won Product of the Year last year in less than 45 days. So my goal here is to share with everyone, because I've been also getting bombarded by messages saying, why did you make the move? Why did you do what you did? Why did you make this decision? Well, I'm going to go through exactly why I made this decision. You know, I realized, first of all, I want to say something. Jeunesse is not a skincare company. It's an anti-aging company, okay? And we have record-breaking scientific products. That is so, so important to me. For someone who comes from a fitness background, having science behind your products gives you the credibility and the passion to say that, yes, these products work, and they will work for you. And then I saw the fitness line, okay, that is actually going to be released for the first time in Ireland and Europe on November 1st. I saw the fitness line, and I was blown away by the ingredients and the quality of these products. Because at the end of the day, as Cody Barton always says, you know, we want to help people have $1 million in their bank account, but we also want to help people have $1 million in their health account. Because you can't have one without the other, okay? We want to have everyone succeeding in every aspect of life. And I saw the fitness line, and to be honest, guys, for everyone on this call, I know in my heart that there is no reason why at least 80% of customers in this company, in this business, will not be purchasing an entire fitness line every single month. It is that good. And that is huge, huge, huge business, okay? You know, so again, I look at this as an entrepreneur. And I'm going to go through some figures with you, okay? Because some people have opinions, but the numbers don't lie. Facts are facts. So listen, Jeunesse started in 2009. This is what I saw. First year in sales, they did 30 million in sales first year. Okay, really good. Second year doubled that, 65 million in sales. 2012, 126 million in sales. 2013, 257 million in sales. Growth. 2014, 419 million in sales. Okay, but the thing about the 419 million in sales last year is that that was mainly international. That was mainly Asia. Barely anything of that was the US and Europe. So I saw a ground floor opportunity with a company that's already working, and this year we are going to finish on at least $1 billion, if not 1.2. In 6 years, that is insane. Next year we would have to slow down to hit 2 billion. So to say that this is the right place, right time is an understatement. This is the place to be. If you are in network marketing, this is the place to be. It is that simple. It's already working, the products work, and we are going to be the #1 company in the entire world in less than 10 years, if it even takes that long. So as you guys can see, I'm super, super, super excited. And you know, Scott Lewis, the Chief Visionary Officer, has a goal of Jeunesse being the #1 company in the entire industry in less than 7 years. Now that's what I want to see. I don't want to see people talk about the past. I want to see people with vision talk about the future. That's what it's all about. You know, and the Jeunesse have mastered online. Okay, I mean, you know, we've been given an app called JMobile. Now, if you want to build a business, I can honestly say that if you do not build a business with Jeunesse, if you don't earn an income with Jeunesse, if you don't be successful, if you're not successful at Jeunesse, you just didn't try. Okay, if you're not successful in Jeunesse, then maybe network marketing is just not for you. Okay, the platform is unbelievable. You know, we're given apps, we're given top quality videos to share the business, share the products. You know, one of my mentors, Rob Sperry, told me that, you know, all we have to be in Jeunesse to be successful is be master connectors, connect people to videos, connect people to products. That does all the talking. So, you know, they have online dialed in. And, you know, Jeunesse have been able to create a platform that in less than 6 years, we are doing $1 million in sales per month in 18 different countries. Okay, so 18 different countries doing $1 million a month in sales. There is no company in the entire industry under 15, 20 years old doing $1 million a month in 10 countries. Okay, guys, these are facts. These are not opinions. These are what should be getting you as an entrepreneur thinking. This is working. This is going to be the next big thing. You know, the question is not whether this is going to work for us. People say to me all the time, you know, I hope it works out for you. The question isn't if it's going to work out for us. It's going to work. The question is, are you going to be a part of it? Are you going to secure your family's financial future with Jeunesse, with this wave of momentum? Lock arms with us, commit to 12 to 24 months. Be coachable, be persistent, be motivated, share Jeunesse with passion, use the tools that we have, and there is absolutely no reason why you can't be successful with us. So, you know, I started thinking about a few things. You know, how have Jeunesse done so much in 6 years? How have they got everything dialed in 6 years? Well, the CEOs, Randy Ray and Wendy Lewis, what have they been doing for the last 20 years? They've been working in the background for network marketing companies. Okay, they've created fortunes selling compensation plans to network marketing companies. This is not new to them. They have seen companies for the last 20 years. They have seen what does work, they have seen what does not work, and they have put everything that works, and they have done it in our favor. So as an entrepreneur, as a network marketer, as someone who just generally wants to be healthier or, you know, create a bit of financial freedom for your family, I can honestly say, from me to you, everything that could be possibly working for you, everything is working in your favor. Everything. So guys, that's what I'm going to say. You know, I think I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to give it over to Rob Sperry. Sorry, Lance Conrad here. One of my, you know, favorite mentors. You know, I can honestly say that I've learned more from this guy. You know, I'm going to go into a second what he's achieved, but guys, I'm going to talk to everyone here. You know, we are launching this in Ireland. We are launching. This is working. Okay? And this is the only thing I say to people. When they ask me what I'm going to do, if they're going to do it, I say one thing. I will believe in you if you believe in me. That's it. I'll believe in you if you believe in me. This is working. We are coming to every county in Ireland. We are going to build this to be the biggest network marketing company in Ireland. We are coming to the UK. We're coming to Europe. We are not going to stop. We are not going to slow down, and we are not going to stop at all until we are the biggest network marketing company and we are the most successful company in the entire world. And just to finish up, I would much rather in 10 years' time, when I'm 32 years old, you know, instead of looking back at a company and saying, you know, look what they've achieved. Look what they've done. They've been amazing. I would much rather look back and say, you know what, look what this company has achieved. Look what they've done. And you know what the best part is? We built it. That's what I want. That's what I want to do this with this legacy. That's what I want people to see, that this is working. This is working, and I want to help as many people as possible. You know, we had to make a courageous decision to make this move, as a few other people had to do, and it's going to work. There is no doubt. So listen, guys, without further ado, I am going to introduce you to one of my biggest mentors, Lance Conrad. And you know, Lance has been super, super, super successful. And you know, started his business about 7 or 8 years ago in a huge billion-dollar company. You know, he had found himself in a bit of debt because of the recession, that kind of stuff. You know, he was retired at 35. You know, he could live off his residual income, what he built up from this amazing industry called network marketing, which is what we want, build a residual income. Basically got bored. You know, he figured out fairly soon that a life without purpose, you know, isn't life. You know, you need to be doing something out there that you love. You want to be helping people. You want to have some purpose, some reason to wake up in the morning. So he got back, started building. You know, in his last 8 years, he's been able to train over 200,000 people all over the world. Himself and his business partner, Rob Sperry, who is also in our leadership team. And that's who you're working with. If you're in this group, you're not going to have a more powerful upline ever. It's that simple. And himself and his partner, Rob Sperry, were actually the top recruiters in a huge company with over 1 million distributors. They were the top recruiters for 3 years in a row. You know, I'm not going to go into income. He's doing pretty well for himself, as is Rob. But we're all going to be doing very well for ourselves. We're all going to be diamonds. Okay? So let's get it done. So Lance, without further ado, I'm going to give it over to you.
Awesome. Hey, thanks, guys. Oh, thanks for having me on this call. I hope you take some notes right now. There's a couple things I want to cover with you. The first being, could I do it? And is it worth it? Write that down. Could I do it? And is it worth it? You know, we just covered a little bit about YGNS. It's the fastest growing company in the history of network marketing. 6 years old. We're going to do $1 billion in sales this year. 150 diamond distributors. Diamonds on average make about $1 million a year. This company is absolutely tearing it up, breaking records. We have the #1 selling product in the industry, instantly ageless, as well as a complete skincare line, energy drinks, protein shakes, whatever it is that you are excited about. We have multiple product lines. But the big thing that I would be thinking of is we're basically ground floor in Ireland. Europe's new across the board. And so when we go into a market, we always look at it as we want to be the biggest team in the market. You create the stories, you create the checks, you create the pin titles, and everybody flocks to the winners. Everybody flocks to the biggest teams. So when we launch a market, we find ourselves leaders, like in this case, Fionn and Tony. We align ourselves with those leaders. And then we do a launch. In this case, it's a 90-day launch. There's 3 distinct parts of this launch that we will train on over time. The goal over the next 90 days is to bring in the first 1,000 distributors, of which you would be one of the very first. From those first 1,000 distributors, we'll make several new top ranks, checks, pin titles, stories that we'll be able to take on the road to other countries, to other cities, to other markets, and create that gravity that brings everybody to us. For me, it's all about pull marketing. Push marketing is when you're chasing people, you're begging people, and you're trying too hard. When we do a launch and it creates this momentum and this excitement and people are succeeding and checks are coming through and pin titles are coming through and we're going on trips together, it becomes fun, it becomes exciting, it becomes viral. You can't wait to tell people about it because it feels like everybody's winning. You are at the ground floor of a launch. Every time we've done a launch like this, we've had huge success, hundreds of people coming through the door, and we want you to be a part of it. I am super excited about Fionn and Tony, their commitment to this business, their commitment to this company, their commitment to this industry as leaders, as trainers, as partners, as mentors. You couldn't ask for somebody better to work with, to be in the trenches with. You also have myself, my business partner Rob Sperry. We've consulted, met over 100 different companies, comp plans, master distributors, owners. You know, they've paid us a lot of money to come in and teach them how to do the business better and how to help create this kind of momentum. You are at the right place. You are at the right time. The question is, are you going to take action? Let me give you a couple things to think about this. If you just get 2 customers You get your auto ship. You get free product every month. You get $50 commissions, and they give us you 2 bottles of Luminesce, our #1 selling skincare product, for just 2 customers. When you have a product that will take 10 to 15 years off of somebody's face in 2 minutes or less, if you don't get 2 customers, you're not trying. Now, we're in a binary compensation plan. That means we're creating massive teams that are super deep. If you're one of the first, and you'd be one of the first 20, 30 people in this business, hundreds of people are going to join over the next 45 and then 90, and then thousands of people will join through 2016, and this thing will grow underneath you. You have the potential to earn commissions on tons and tons of people as the market grows. Fastest selling product, it sells itself. Fastest growing company, fastest growing team within that company. Ground floor in Ireland, you've got feet on the street that are working this 24/7 like Fiona and Tony that have had success in the industry, and you have some of the top trainers in the world that are willing to come to your market to do live trainings, to travel, and help you build this. This is your opportunity. This isn't for somebody else. This is for you. Now, what is required is massive action. Courage to take action. We want people that want to make a difference in the world. We want people that want to change their future and in turn help a lot of other people change their lives. And we want you to be a part of this launch. We believe in you. We're grateful for you to be listening to this call. Can't wait to be in Ireland. We have one of the top leaders in the world right now. Alex Morton's going to be working with this team. He's in Europe right now and will be in this market in the next couple of weeks. And then it'll be myself and then Rob Sperry, and it'll just be one leader after another leader after another leader. The only way you fail in a launch like this is if you lock yourself in a room, shut the door, and don't talk to anybody. Don't do that. Get with the person who got you on this webinar. Get your questions answered, but don't take too much time, because the people that get in first, it grows virally underneath them. You want to be first, and you've been invited because somebody loves you, somebody believes in you. We told everybody to start with their very best contacts for a launch. That's the way this works best. And so somebody believes that you have greatness within you, that you could do this at the highest levels. So get your products ordered, join our team, look forward to working with you, can't wait to meet you, and this is going to be really huge. If it was a movie, it'd be called The Fast and the Furious. So thanks for listening today. Go make it the greatest day of your life.